Have you ever watched a movie that really connected with you on a deep personal level? If you have, think about what that movie was. Think about what it was that connected with you. Was it the visuals, the themes, the story, the editing, the actors? What was it that made it connect with you? There's a plethora of reasons, I find, that makes a film connect with people. Why is that? Is it because movies mean something? Books, video games, songs, and movies actually mean something. How is it that a fictional piece of work means something? Well, it's because stories mean something. Take any story and break it down. Whether the story is told metaphorically or literally, whether the story is through visual or audio means, there's something behind it. Now, in order to further explain how each medium of storytelling has a meaning, I must break down three different types of creative media. Not different types, as in movie, music, literature, but three different categories that these mediums fall under. Now, I understand that where each piece of entertainment falls within these categories is somewhat subjective. But I think there is an objective Socratic method that can allow you to pin down where movies or other mediums fit within this three-ring Venn diagram I'm about to construct. I think most, if not all, movies fit into at least one of three categories. These categories are propaganda, art, and popcorn pictures. I'll explain what each of these mean. I'll start with art. So technically, almost anything can be art. Art is, by definition, subjective. So when I say art, I'm using it in an objective, reductionist sort of way, juxtaposed to the other two categories. So art in this context is something that is made to elicit rather than lecture. It's made to elicit all sorts of emotions. It's made to explore themes for the general person to ponder. The product and quality takes precedence over an agenda, and the film transcends political, economic, and racial divides. Propaganda, on the other hand, is made to persuade you on a specific issue. Plot points in a propaganda flick are entirely made to serve a specific message. Propaganda acts as a lecturing tool. Propaganda pictures forces themes without nuance or pushes niche themes. Popcorn pictures are made as a distraction. Popcorn pictures are made for mindless entertainment. Now let me just say, it is entirely possible for a flick to fall in all three categories at once. Sometimes a film that falls into the art category can act as a popcorn picture or even be used as propaganda. Propaganda can be a popcorn picture. Propaganda can be art. So I don't think that there is a black and white categorical system. Sometimes whether a movie falls into one of the three categories and to what extent entirely depends on how the individual interprets the film or piece of entertainment. That is what this video is about. This video is an introduction to something I am working on called Movies Mean Something, because there's so much that goes into movies. A single flick goes through a funneled obstacle course that includes the studios, producers, screenplay writers, directors, co-directors, the actor's performance, the editing room, and how the movie is edited, how the movie is perceived by the critics, how the movie is perceived by the audience, and individual moviegoers. And these three categories give us a foundation to pick apart and analyze a film to extract something from it. Stories, whether intentionally or unintentionally, have a psychological significance. It's just the nature of stories. Stories written by humans mean something to other humans. Every story ever crafted comes from the mind of an individual who has experienced many things. Through the human experience determined by choices, hormones, external and other internal factors, our mind and worldview is shaped. In turn, our life experiences and opinions influence what we write about and the way we write it. I intend on diving in and deconstructing films through my personal lens and extracting a message or theme that is psychologically, politically, or culturally significant. And thanks for watching, and I look forward to having you back and talking about movies.